Good evening. It's been a while, hasn't it? I feel like it's been a long time. When was I on last? Um, no need to fear. I have not disappeared. No need to fear. I have not. No need to feared. No need to have feared. I have not disappeared. I have been working, plugging away, cleaning up stuff mostly. There's been a few things that have been a little wonky to me, and I've been wanting to get them fixed. Little things that were working at one point or another that, for one reason or another, stopped working because I had made changes. I've been doing a lot of refactoring in recent weeks, and so I've been cleaning up my code, doing a lot of that kind of stuff, implementing test suites and logging processes to allow me to kind of keep track of things as they go. I also created me a an AI driven task list, so I can do stuff like, say, I got this idea from YouTube and say, hey, what's next on the list? Because I got a lot of stuff. So as I create new things, I want them to go in there. Now I do have a ClickUp project, which I do use as well, which allows me to track the minutia, the little things inside of each process. But that said, I actually have a lot of things going on, and I was like, I don't want to lose track of stuff because I've mentioned a lot of things along the way. I've got developed. I put them into my OneNote notebook. As I develop ideas for stuff, I add more details and just try to make sure that it's ready for when I do finally sit down and go, okay, it's time to do this item. And anyway, so things like my scrolls weren't opening and closing correctly. They weren't setting up correctly. They weren't laying out correctly. And I had to clean all that up. And I wanted to be able to get that done. But now I'm finally back into actually working on new functionality for my game plan, which the first thing was I wanted to have the delete functionality and the filtering between my various admin capabilities. Okay, so when you're in the game plan, I want people to be able to edit and add their own game plan. They can change things, edit things, whatever they need to. But there is a default game plan, which technically users don't change. This is the underlying game plan that makes sure that there's always a valid play available to the system in your game plan. No matter what you do, you can't like invalidate it. That's the idea. There's this game plan that's got everything covered. And then there's a team game plan, which adds its own little spin or quirk or things that I try to build. Right now I've got one and I randomly pass them to all the teams. So right now any user teams that get created or any team that gets created, they all have the same team game plan. But eventually I want to just keep adding and creating them and adding little variations for each team. Not much. They aren't going to be full on game plans, but they basically take the default game plan and give it its own thing. Like maybe one does a lot more running, one does a lot more passing. I even planned at one point or another to have like a coach's game plan, which again is more about just adding some flavor for when you hire coaches. So you could basically build a game plan just out of having out of getting a certain team and the coaches you hire, because each coach only brings so many plays with them, and they might lean towards certain types of play types. Like you might have one that does this, or some that lean towards what you want, and some do more what they want. Just different variations of how a coach behaves in their game plan. So coaches will have their own little thing going on, but ultimately, I needed to make a way so I can edit each level. I need to be able to edit the team and the default. So what I'll probably do is at a point. I want to be able to start doing things where I can tweak and edit each one. So what that means is if you go to delete a situation that you've created, a situation, okay, this is the situation, this is what I want done. If you go to delete it, it's only going to let you delete the ones you created. You can't delete them from others. If you create an identical one to one that already exists, the user one will overwrite the lower level ones. So any one that a user creates that's identical to a lower level one, like the team or the default, will essentially replace that one. So if you go to delete it, it might still exist on the game plan because that's just how it works. I have thought about not including the default game plan and just have that be an underlying catch-all So if certain things don't exist or we don't have a play or something, then it'll catch that, so you'll be able to have the right stuff no matter what. There's nothing you can do to break the system, but only your game plan has only your stuff in it. But you don't have to create a game plan for the game to work because the team and the default will still do its thing. And even the coach. So if you had the team, default, and the coach and they just do their own thing, your game plan doesn't have anything in it. So that's a user experience thing. Maybe I set that up that way. So maybe that stuff just becomes an underlying. I haven't decided, but right now I still need an ability to edit and add those kind of things. So maybe at some point I won't have those things visible or available. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and log in. I have this sound effect. I want to add it. I wonder how hard it is to add an effect. Okay, so I'm going to try something. I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. How difficult can it be? Right? How hard it can be to add one sound effect. I have no sound in my game yet. It doesn't exist. And it's time to start having some sound. I think this shouldn't be hard. I feel like it should be an easy thing. Hope I'm not... I feel like it should be an easy thing. It makes sense that it would be an easy thing. But I could be... Nothing. If there's one thing I've learned about Unity, nothing is easy. There's no such thing as easy in terms of Unity. So yeah. So I may be overguesstimating, but let's go ahead and first before I do this, let's go ahead and close this for a minute. I'm not going to log in just yet. All right, so my scrolls, I found a sound that I think will work good for my scrolls. Now, let's see if I can find said sound. Oh, by the way, in case you want to be sad, my poor pup, my first pup, my wife and I bought our first pup 13 years ago. Just barely over 13 years. She was 13 years and a month old, or 13 years and 3 weeks old. Had to be put down this week. She had cancer. She was it kind of came on quick. I think she had these little nodules, I guess, in her stomach and stuff that apparently once one breaks, it triggers internal bleeding, and that's kind of all she wrote. But she was okay, and then she fell. My theory is that broke, so that triggered one to get broken, and she was all downhill from there, and it was depressing. I'm getting over it. It's been a few days. It's still pretty hard walking around the house. So anyway, I know most people won't see this, but just kind of know that she loved popcorn. And as you can see, this is a Reba. I'm going to show it to you because it's my Reba. Honestly, I wasn't mean to her or anything. In fact, we used to go run together and stuff. I just feel like I didn't give her enough of the owner loving that I probably should have. My wife was better with that. She fed the dogs regularly, and luckily, I did feed them when I had to. But I'm just saying, I just I felt guilty afterwards, thinking maybe I wasn't that great. But we had our air popper, and she would just love to stand there and watch it cook up. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so back, the depressing segment is over. Let me get back to what I was going to do. I want to try to add this sound. Let's see. I know that most people, nobody will ever see that but me. I'm the only one who notices it. What are you putting in here, man? Nobody goes back and watches this stuff anyway, so... anyway, so let's see if I can find that sound. Where did I put it? The question is, Ken, where did you put that sound? You went online, you found a sound. Is it... I have no idea. Oh, wait. Is this it? Wait, where is it? JSON? No. Ah, here he goes. I think I found it. Okay. Let's rename this. All right, so I'm gonna go here and see if is there an audio? Let's see, there's textures, and then there's script scenes, plugins, prefabs, meshes, materials. You know what? Let's see if I really have no idea what I'm doing with this, so bear with me for a half second while I try to figure out what I'm doing here. I would like to add this sound effect to the open and close action of the animated scroll prefab to the animate open and animate close action of the animated scroll or prefab. I think that's what it's called, prefab. Yep. Sound should be stored in a audio folder. Audio effects. Sounds folder. The FTZF MS Go. I don't know where to put it. Because it's a shared folder. How about the comment? Okay, in the FTZF project. Perhaps in the system. I don't know, admin folder in the comment folder or admin service. We need a good location to store sounds that are shared. Actually, you know what? Maybe it should just be, maybe I don't need to download it. I mean, the only thing is I want to be able to update sounds, and that's the thing. I want to be able to change sounds. Like if I decide I don't like that sound, I want to be able to change it on the back end and just have it download to new things, right? So I could just update. I mean, I guess adding a new sound to, all right, fine. I was thinking about WordPaps. I just want to come up with a means that I can provide like sound updates. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Like if I change an image, or do something that's like, I guess you just pass an update to the system. I guess that's all you got to do. I was just thinking if I didn't want to do like a full-on recompile type update would be ideal. Let's see if this. Can I? Huh. All right, so I can't add files, apparently, like I hoped. Huh. How do I not tell? What is a standard file to put, standard location to put, I'm big on when I develop an app, I'm big on following standards. Just because if somebody else were to ever work on this, I don't want them to be. I want them to be able to like know the common source for data. So you know, so somebody looks at it and they've worked with other other applications that follow kind of the norm. I mean, I would imagine somebody has an idea, right? We're gonna go. This is a FX, I guess, right? Sound effects. That's what SFX stands for. And then we're gonna take my new sound. I imagine it'll automatically convert to whatever thing Unity needs it as. Scroll roll. And we'll see where this gets me. Oh, I did finally come out with a full name for the one team I had not developed a full name for yet. That is the Las Vegas Raiders. So here at the Oakland Raiders, I didn't have them as Las Vegas at this point. So now I have like 34, 35 teams. This happens when teams change their names because of the way my system is set up. We end up with characters or possible teams that are made up of these that are rooted in these other characters. So it's a matter of kind of going through and coming up with a name for it. So every time a team changes their name, a new team is born. A new breed of creature in this universe is discovered, and they want to have a football team in our league. That's basically what it comes down to. So everybody's got a source, and they're a mix. Every team is a mix of players, or can be. So you don't have to just play with those characters, but every character comes from these areas, and they are one of those breed of characters. So when you have the Athens tuna socks, there is in fact a creature called a tuna sock I don't know. It's it's not really a tuna sock. They're fish. They're tunas is what they are, and that's just the name they came up with for their team. And you got like the Talons, who are really just like a raptor type of character. But every player in the league is the character that they were drafted by. So if they're drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders, or in the case of this, they would be called the something divas, which by the way are female characters. Uh, I think I only have one or two females in this game. There are female characters. I did decide some were female, just because I thought it'd be kind of cool. Why not? We're in fantasy world, man. These women can play football, whatever. the divas, the divas can play football. They're a hardy bunch, and I'll have to decide what they look like. I haven't gotten around to creating their model yet. Actually, I did. I do actually have the model for the divas, because I'm not limiting them to that stuff. The stats and skills have nothing to do with their appearance and functionality. It would be kind of cool to at some point have. I don't know. I'm thinking I want to at one point create perhaps celebrations or special effects when certain things are happening in the play that represent their race, their species, but it doesn't break anything football. It's all the same football functionality. And at some point I would love to be able to add more and more animations. I'm going to have very basic animations. At first I'll have zero animations. I'll just have things move sliding on the field, but at some point I want to start adding animations. And as the game gets more, I can hopefully add more. It's never going to be Madden level. And anybody who complains about Madden just needs a slap in the face. Slap all those people that complain about Madden's graphics. I'm telling you, it's so hard to get perfect graphics. And the fact that they can do that with 24 guys on the field, 22 guys on the field. And I'm just saying, it's amazing. And the reality is very few, if any, small studios can match that. And my game isn't even going to try. So I have no interest in doing that. I want to make it cool enough to look at. I'm thinking, if you ever seen Big Win Football, that's what I'm thinking. That's the kind of graphics level I'm shooting for. Not the same style, but that kind of smoothness, functionality, cleanliness. Mine will have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of big plans for it, but a lot of it may not be there in the first run. So let's see how are we doing here. All right, so let's see if we can compile here. I don't know. Let's test this thing out. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen here. This is a new thing. And yes, I let AI do it for me because I didn't know what I was doing. I probably should have asked it how to do it and then let it do it, just so that I can kind of know. What I'll end up doing is walking through and going, okay, because only if this works in the first try is there any chance that I don't have to get in the code. I've been spending a lot of time in code these last few days, cleaning up stuff, deleting stuff, refactoring stuff, because I have to. It's just part of the AI thing. But I spare you that. So when you're seeing me on here doing stuff and I'm using AI and I'm doing these things, it's because I want to. When I'm online, it's my chance to communicate thoughts, ideas, progress, and maybe go through and just kind of pin down and show what's going on. Most of my heads down coding, getting in the code, cleaning up what AI has been doing, progressing documentation and all that fun stuff. I do a lot of that stuff offline. So I have to, because I need some heads down time, because AI is stupid. If I don't do my heads down time, I won't make any progress at all. Okay, let's see what happens here. There should be sound when I click this button. Let's see if I have do I have desktop audio on? Let's see if I have desktop audio on. I don't even know if I have that available here. Let's see what's available in my OBS. It'll be new to both of us. So let's see what we got here. My first ever sound. Let's see desktop audio. Let's do I have desktop audio on? Well, let's test it. Do I have? Let's see. I got Alexa. Alexa, stop. I don't know why she's. I didn't know. Did I say a word that sounded like that? I don't know. So I got NVIDIA 50. All right. Let's add a. I'm gonna need. First I got to verify that I'm getting some sound here. So hold on a second. Royalty free music. Oh, it's not YouTube. Hold on. There it is. Let's go with this one. Maybe, if there's sound. Okay.
To do the same thing.
All right. Let's see if I've got. All right. So I got to add desktop audio to my thing here. So. Is it right? So what am I doing? Let's see. Oh, that's input. Never mind, I did the wrong thing. Sorry. I put the wrong thing in. I put a mic in. That's. Oh wait, maybe that is right. Wait. Microphone, surface stereo, microphone. No. I think I'm doing the wrong thing here. Let's try it again. Add audio output capture. There we go. Let's try that one. Okay, so well, Omnisonic speakers. I don't even know what that is. Is it this one? Alright, maybe that's it. Okay, so that should be my sound. Let me see if I mute me. Okay, so I think that works. Now's the fun part. Let's see what happens when I try my sound effect. Hold on, I'm doing my thing. I have to do this. Okay. Let's try this. So I'm gonna need to mute this because we're probably not gonna hear it. At the moment, there's no desktop sound, which makes sense. So let's see what happens. Drum roll, please. Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything. How do I know? How do I know that it made any noise? Did it not make any noise? It didn't make any noise. I expected that to make noise. It should have triggered on the open, and it did not. So that was underwhelming, to say the least. It's like No? All right, so you want to know what you're supposed to hear. Should be something like this. Actually, that sounds pretty bad. That's not the one I thought I heard. Wait a minute. Do I have the wrong one? I think that's the wrong one. I don't know. It should have sounded like that because that's the one I gave it, but I don't think that's the one I wanted. So there's that. Could have swore I had a different one. But I would have had multiple. Okay, wait, what's this one? Nope, 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 nope. That is the only sound effect I have here, though. Where did I put the one I wanted? That was pretty mediocre at best. That was one that's it's a much shorter sound and it's only a few seconds, and I could have swore I had the right one. That would have been less than good, but that was mediocre. Okay, so video. Nope. Dang it, where'd it go? Well, that's not a good sound, but it's maybe the one I have to try. Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't. I gotta figure out, I gotta get a good sound. I know what I wanted and I thought I had it, but let's go to, nope. Nope. All right, let's try this. Let's sort by type. GitHub, recover, white code. Video, Blender. No. No, I wanted to put this in, but I don't know where I put it. Did I not save it to a good spot? Which I would have put past me. I tend to put things in weird places sometimes. I feel like I'm thinking organizedly when I do it. And then later on, I'm like, okay, maybe that wasn't so organized. I have no idea where it is. Because apparently, got video, currently used. Boo. Okay, so let's go see if I can find another one. I'm willing to try. Maybe I can find the one I thought I found. That just didn't seem right. I feel like maybe I even created it, like with an AI sound effect generator. I know I did this before. Alvin Labs. Oh, maybe it was that I didn't pay for it. Like I wanted it, I found it, and then I found out I couldn't download it. This happens. Trust me. Let's see what this comes up with. I'm pretty sure I probably can't do this either. A lot of these don't let you download. They'll let you create it, and then they'll go, "Oh, you wanted to actually download that?" Silly, silly man. Silly, silly man. You can't do that. You're silly. I just want to create a sound effect. Musical ambiance. Can you create one? Start creating with unlimited can you create with text? Huh. Free AI sound effect, AI sound effects generator. For more person for Adobe Firefly, AI sound effects generator. As a web-based AI sound generator, Firefly lets you create custom sound effects. How much are these things though? Let's see how much this costs. It's gonna tell me you can't do this. A paper scroll. Open, close. Did it do something? Oh, that's the commercial. That was a non. I don't know what that did. Let's try generate. 8 seconds is kind of long. I really only need it to be like 3 seconds long. Let's see what this does. Nah, that's so weird. Hold on. I think this is like somebody's like doing this. I want something that goes like that. Let's shorten it out. Let's see if we can do it in a 3 second bit. I tell you, probably not gonna let me download these, but oops, no. Well, I don't need to record anything. Let's just do this. Nah. First one's closest. Ah. I can kind of see that one. My brain is kind of hearing that one. It needs to be cut down. Let's see if it'll let me download it. And cost is... Oh, it actually downloaded it. It opened? What's the odds, man? All right, so let's take this into, I want it shorter. I don't think my, my scroll only takes like, I don't know, a second to open. How long does it, I think it actually says. Don't ask. Let's see if these are any good. I got these for free. They're protein cookies. But a half a cookie is 8 grams of protein, which is really good, but and I love chocolate. But they taste kind of like a cookie texture protein bar. If you've ever had a protein bar, most protein bars are very. The best tasting protein bar I've tried are Gatorade protein bars. And if you want a good tasting protein bar, you have to give way, man. It means you have to allow the calories. All right, we'll open it with this. I think I have a setting on my. See, I almost feel like just that last piece will be enough. I'm going to find out. We're going to remove this. Let's see here. Let's see. Did they add it to my scrolling audio source? Scroll sound. Okay, here we go. I can put it in here. That's probably why. I have to attach it first. Ha ha ha. No, audio source. I don't know. Scroll sound. What is the audio source? Does it tell me what I'm supposed to put in for audio source? Add an audio source component to the root game object or child. Is that an object? I have to add an audio. Do I? Let's go to the prefab. I really know nothing of what I'm doing, so just saying. So this is the scroll, animated scroll vert. And somewhere on here. So I have to add audio source. And then we'll just call this scroll open odd. Oh, there we go. And then audio generator output play on awake loop. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with all that stuff. That is settings beyond me, man. Volume, pitch, stereo pan. And then I have to go to my audio FX. And then I'm going to clip this guy. I think. Can I? Is this clippable? Speed. Nope. Can't clip it here. That's the wrong tool for the job. Clipchamp? Edit with Clipchamp? Clipchamp is, since I'm only clipping it, I don't need to do anything too fancy with it. I do have a sound editor that's a little bit more complex, but I'm hoping Clipchamp will be faster. Plus, my Clipchamp's newer. The one I have is Cyberlinks, and I don't know how. How long do I need this to be? I don't know how long is my open set to. because I don't want it to play. Because the ending is good. I don't need any more of that. I mean, it's all right, but it's not worth that. I mean, I'm a snacker, man. If I didn't work out, I'd be like, I'd probably snack less if I didn't work out, because I think it would drive me crazy. Drive me crazy to get out of shape. All right, let's finish this. All right, so I have this clip champ open. I'm gonna try. Just trying to pick some spots where it doesn't. It's a little tinny. Can I run it backwards? Is there a way to run it backwards? All right, let's, my animation is 0.6 seconds. Wow, that's really short. That's a lot of short. Let's try 0.6 seconds. What is that? 2 point. That's 0.6 seconds is really short. I don't feel like that's enough. I mean, that's only what? 0.6. Oh, this is 2.5. Oh, never mind. So 0.6 is going to be not 8.1. That would be like less than that. So it would be 0.6 would be down to 2.2. I'd have 2.27. All right, let's try it. Let's try that. I'm not sure about the ending, but we'll try a couple, because I'll save this as a different file. So we'll go down to 2.27. And then we're going to cut this clip. We're going to delete this piece. Delete. Then we're going to say file somewhere. There's got to be a save as, right? Nope. I don't want video. I just want to be. I just want to save this as an audio. Music. Stock video. Stock image. This should be just this. I understand. Whatever. Okay about that. I just want to just save this as an audio. So maybe Clipchamp doesn't save as audio. Nope. Record and create. Nope. Keyboard shortcuts, new video back to home. Maybe I should just use the music, the audio editor I have, because this is not working. Video. I don't want to create a video. Is Clipchamp not doing? Does not do audio? Oh my gosh. Screw it. Fine. Audio. All right. Where's my audio recorder? Audio. I think it's Power Director's thing. Power Director. Thought there was like Audio Director or something. Power Toys. Microsoft. Power Director. Sound. What is that? Sound. Audio. Thought I had an audio thing. Audio. Mixer, recorder. Boom 3D audio enhancer. Equal. Oh, that's not the thing. Bluetooth. I don't have an audio thing. That's just gonna go look for one. Okay, I could have swore I had. Photo Promio. Maybe I just didn't reinstall it. Oh, is that possible? I haven't done any audio in a while. It's possible I did not reinstall it. I don't even know what Promio is. What the heck is Promio? I think it's Audio Director. All right, let's just open. Oh, not photo. I didn't even know they did a photo director. Oops. Dang Narbits. They have a photo director? I've never used their photo director. That's not what I want though. That's the one I want. All right, so I got Power Director here. Let's see. AI, video, AI, audio. All right, I mean, I gotta figure out what tools edit. I can't clip music. What the frick? Ugh. So annoying, man. How do I? That's Photo Director. All right. That's what I need. Pretty sure there's an audio director. All you do is load it and clip it. That's all there is. And I must just... Oh my gosh. It's like updates of everything. Freaking frijoles. We're gonna be blocked because I haven't done this. Oh, whatever. Gotta wait. All this just to figure out how to clip a freaking sound effect. Clipchamp doesn't let you edit audio, apparently. All right, let's go see what online exists that there's a free audio editor. Free audio editors, editing software. Free audio editing software recommended. Get the free version here. I don't even know what NCH. Audacity is the top open source free audio editor for Windows Mac. Audacity? I don't know if this is good, but I'm just using it because I can. Maybe I'm not, because I can't. Apparently, I can't log in. Oh, there it goes. Product's now ready to use. Oh, well, that's that I just opened. It's not the one I wanted. This is Photo Director. It's not even the thing I was trying to start. Voiceovers. I don't know. I don't even want to create music. I don't want any of these things. Just want to edit my sound, man. I'm exploring for now. Just starting out. I have no idea what I'm doing. Share my sound. Sync and store. Use AI to enhance my audio. Transcribe audio to text. No. None of the above. I have no idea, man. Only on my computer. Sure. Dealing with mixing recording. So Audacity is just. I don't want all this. Who cares? Okay. Power photo Promio design. Minutes. Power director screen. Audio essential. This is the one I want. Audio director essential. Your personalized plan is ready. So it's not free. That's what I thought. You liars. Nothing's free. There's no free. I just needed to clip. I just need like sound clipping software. Can we do just sound clipping? I don't want anything else. Just simple sound clipping. That's all I want. Geez, all this to add a sound to my thing. All right, well. Am I being lazy? Probably, but this is the only one that works. These aren't so good. So, what if I just said opening? Let's go ahead. I don't know how many times it's going to let me do this. I'm thinking it's going to run me out in a minute. I probably only get like 3 tries. Paper scroll, opening. It really just needs to be a sound effect, so we're going to say 0.7. So 1 second-ish. All those are not bad. It's hard to pick in in a 0.7 seconds kind of clip, right? I'm trying to visualize the sound. Nah. Let's try this one. And then we're going to go open. Scroll open. I probably need a separate sound for closing, to be honest, but because I think the sound is going to be different, right? I mean, it should theoretically have a reverse sound. I don't know. That's just my thought. Let's put this over here in the scroll open right there. I don't know. Let's see what happens. What's the worst it can do, right? I mean, besides not making any noise at all, I suppose. That's a thing. Drum roll, please. By the way, I'm an actor tomorrow for the third time. I will be in a play, Romeo and Juliet. I am Friar Lawrence, by the way. I'm not Romeo. Although I could probably pull off a Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Oh, Juliet, Juliet. Wherefore art thou, Juliet? Actually, that's Juliet's line. I don't really know Romeo's lines, but I think I could pull it off, don't you? I think I can be quite suave and sophisticated. Though Juliet and Romeo are probably about 15, so this voice probably would not be appropriate for Romeo and Juliet. I think it'd be cool to try to play an adult version of Romeo and Juliet, though. That'd be kind of funny. Anyway. Here goes. Ooh, I heard it. I didn't see it though. I don't know if it's in sync with the rollout. Was it in sync with the rollout? Did anyone see that? Or did it just like, was there sound going still after it was done? There's probably still sound going after it was done. It sounded like it was longer than the rollout. The rollout goes, it's like, wait, what? That sound was not right. Getting that in sync is going to be interesting. Probably shouldn't have turned my head. I should have looked to see what's going on. Here we go. Yeah, that sound is quite a bit longer than it needs to be. But hey, I got a sound on there. We'll clean that up. Till next time, God bless.